Purchased one of these aluminium radiator guards from Adventure Spec. It's turned up here. Not a lot to it, I have to admit. Shaped aluminium. Admittedly, they're only 3mm thick and it feels really thin. On a KTM, only difference of 1mm, but the 4mm feels so much more substantial. We'll see. So they got a fit, and we've got to take all this off around here to sit one plate inside here and then one plate on the outside. It says it fits the L and the Rally. Let's hope so. So one's marked in, one's marked out. So the out one should be pretty straightforward. Goes somewhere here. I think that must bolt onto there. Something like that. And then the inner one, I've got a position behind that. So I can see why they actually say you've got to take and, well, drain the rad and take it right off. The instructions say you've got to drain the water to get this in, but I must admit, with a bit of bending, a bit of squeezing, I think I've got it in position. What I did do is the screws on the inner plate, I Loctited them in. So they're in permanent now, and I can get to this one now, so I could leave that off, but actually it really wasn't that bad. So what I'll do now, hopefully, is get the original bolts back in, tweak them up, and we should be able to complete it. Good. Yeah, so the screws, well, the bolts went back in quite well. These are in position. So what we'll do now is we'll put the last bar in here. We'll Loctite it, but I'll leave it for a little bit so the Loctite goes off and secures them, and then we'll grip these with some mole grips to stop them spinning when we Loctite in the other side. That way it shouldn't all rattle out. Yeah. Well, I've just come to line this up just to see where I'm going, and we can see that that bar is tucked underneath the in or outlet to the radiator hose, so no movement there. That bar is resting right on to that bracket where the panel goes onto. But if I place those two together, so he would locate there. That one, as you can see, it's quite a lot of difference. It ain't going to bend. Something's going to give. So if that will locate under there, and he's okay, that's fine. But now we can see that bar, it's got to come down. Not quite sure how. They don't line up. Shame. Take this off and maybe grind a bit off there. Yeah. Actually, it's not too bad. I've taken that piece off, which rests onto there. Then I loosened this one, and there seems to be a fair amount of play. So by loosening that, that can now move down. And if I look at the bolt holes now, I think I'll get that to fit. That's good. Yeah, we're okay. So it's fitted and looks okay. That's in the same spot. I trust the bodywork will fit. So let's see what happens. Hopefully nothing. These are the crash bars I bought from Bikerzbits, and I really like the look of them. They're great, but they are soft and they're unbraced. So by that, what I mean is between here and here, they bend. So if you go over, this goes in, that bar, or that plate there bends to the frame, and that separates here. So they're a little bit soft, but they have protected all the bodywork, absolutely fine. So what I'm going to do now is attempt to get a brace by welding on a bracket here, putting a bar across with a bolt. So that will now transfer weight from this one to that one and vice versa. I'm afraid I deleted the video which showed everything, but we can just about get it from here. So the brace is finished, welded on these two lugs just here, one each side, and then with a M10 and a bit of hollow bar, some stainless. That's now braced from one side to the other, and we can see just down inside here there's some rubber, just about to see under there, sorry, some rubber inserts which protect the frame as well. And then I put a small bolt through here which will just stop this from opening up as you go down. That goes backwards and inwards, so now it won't go in because of that, and hopefully it won't go too far backwards because of that. Job done. Oh, and there's the brace on the radiator, actually just on the body, but it's okay. Yeah, looking good.